Ranking Denis Villeneuve movies from worst to best after seeing Dune Part Two. Last place is Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal. He plays a professor who finds out there's an actor that looks exactly like him, so he tries to replace his life with the actor's. It's a very solid thriller with an ending that will leave you just thinking about it for hours afterwards, but the entire film as a whole is just not one of his best works. Number 7 is Incendie. I loved like 90% of this movie. It was a very powerful family drama and mystery. While the plot twist is mind-blowing and deeply disturbing, I feel like after I thought about it for more than 5 minutes, it just seems so deeply unplausible in this otherwise super grounded movie that it kind of just took me out of it. I know that's a hot take though. Number 6 is Sicario. This is about the war on drugs and the cartel. This is a very intense film and I love it. Both Emily Blunt, Josh Brolin, and especially Benicio del Toro all give A+ performances in this. This is literally like a 4.5-star film. His filmography is just stacked. 5 is Prisoners, which I just watched for the first time a couple weeks ago, and this was absolutely mind-blowing. Hugh Jackman playing the father of one of the girls that got kidnapped is just such an incredible performance by him. I was just so amazed by every scene he was in. Jake Gyllenhaal as the detective was just as impressive. 4 is Blade Runner 2049, a movie I've always liked, but on my last rewatch, I finally accepted that this is a complete masterpiece. It is a beautifully depressing dystopian story with incredible visuals and sound design. Like, I was so immersed in this world the last time I watched it. Number 3 is Arrival with Amy Adams. She's a linguistics professor trying to create a new language to communicate with aliens that landed on Earth. Again, this is just a beautiful story throughout. The plot twist is one of the most emotionally charged plot twists I've ever seen in my life, and the visuals, as always with Denis, are on another level. We all know what's happening. Number 2 is Dune Part 1. This film is a masterclass in world building and culture building. My number 1 is Dune Part 2 that takes everything from Part 1 and elevates it to 100. The pure scale and boldness of this film is just insane, and all the characters get way more depth to them. This is one of the greatest films ever created.